to Talk Tech. Doesn't it seem like your iPhone always starts going dead a few hours after you take it off the charger? Of course, this happens to all of us who have the iPhone. So ABC7's web doc, Peter Martin, is here with advice on how to extend the battery life of your iPhone and your iPad. Peter, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you here.
Well, thank you.
So it's a huge problem. How do we solve it?
Well, the biggest problem that people have is they don't realize that when they open an application on their phone and they don't shut it down, it still runs in the background. And a lot of applications are running that are using GPS. So every time you've got an application that's up and running that's using GPS, it's constantly pinging out there and looking for where you are, so it can then basically push that information to you. And that's one of the big problems, because people don't realize that.
When you install one of those apps and it asks you, can it use your location, does that mean it's using your GPS?
Exactly, it's using your GPS. That's why you always want to say no. That's correct. Well, like an app like Groupon wants to know where you're at so they can push the right offers to you. Yelp does the same thing because they want to make sure they're sending you the messages based upon where you are.
So how do you close those guys?
Well, it's very simple. You just go to your iPhone and then you double-click on, and it will change the bar so you can actually see what it looks like. And then you can see, now you just pick any one of those little icons and you click on it and you'll see the little red circle with the lines. And then if you just press on it, it just shuts them down. And as you can see by John's phone, which I'm working with here today, John has a lot of apps open. And you literally just go through and just click on them, and they just shut them all down.
And even if you say open your calendar, and then you go off of your calendar, it doesn't mean that it may not be on your home screen, but it's running in the background.
It's running in the background.
Yes.
Last night on the plane flying back, I was telling the lady about the segment, and she was complaining about her phone, and I hit it, and she had like 40 or 50 apps. She couldn't believe how many apps she had on, and like 6 of them were all ones that were actually navigation ones. So if you were to go on a site and use like a GPS app, which a lot of people like to use these days, those are one of the worst because they are literally sending it more frequently because they're trying to help you navigate where you are in traffic.
So every time you use an app, you have to double-click to get rid of it?